Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and we are back on the super cheap tractor. Now, I've told you on the last video, this tractor is actually awesome no matter what I paid for it. The problem is poor maintenance, there's no hours on the machine, and literally it all comes down to maintenance. Now, I told you on the last video, my plan was to stay at about $1,000 budget to put this thing back to being the super awesome machine. I'm gonna flip you around. We're gonna go through it, and I've crunched some numbers and I've gotten stuff done. Let me walk you around to show you what I've done to put together this super cheap tractor back to work. Now, as y'all see, this beautiful machine, and I call it beautiful because I only paid $900 for it. So we got some stuff done. I went ahead and had to do a lot of this off camera because of my work and different things, but I figured, can we stay to that $1,000 budget? So we're going to start with, as you can see, we got new tires on the front. Now, those were new used. They were on some four-wheeler rims when I got them. I paid $100 used, but they're almost in dead brand new condition. They even got the little, what do you call it, like the little nipples around the edges of the tires, so you can tell them things have no hours on them. We paid $100 for them. Bought 2 cans of spray paint for like what was it, 20 something dollars. About $25 we bought 2 cans of paint, so we actually have 4 cans total, because you notice I did the rears. 4 cans of paint were in the like 40 something dollar range. I also picked up these 2 new tires for the rear. Those tires, I'm trying to go through, it was $528.30, and the tubes were $51.56. So that right there started helping push the budget up. And of course I paid, I had to have a guy come out and do it on site, because these aren't something that you're going to be able to, this tractor's not something you're going to jack up and go ahead and take it to your local tire shop. So this is going to be an on-site thing. That was a $250 charge to come out. That's jacking up the tractor and swapping the tires out. While I'm thinking about it, guys, go ahead, give me a thumbs up. It helps my channel out grow. I want you guys to go ahead and slam that thumbs up button, because the machine now is a complete runner, and I was even playing with it this morning. Some of the other stuff that we've done, let's see, what else have I done to this machine? I've got 2 packs of Zerks fittings. I don't know, because I left, no, not this one. There's still a lot of grease up here. I went ahead and I did some grease, a couple of the grease points. I haven't fully greased the tractor yet because I just got it as a roller fully yesterday. We got 5 gallons of hydraulic oil at $42. I bought a brand new, it's not installed yet, but right over there, the joystick, it's a 2-spool joystick. We're going to be mounting that on later, and I'll probably be doing that on camera. Off Amazon, picked up 2 of these yellow marker lights for another $33. Let's see, I'm just quickly going through my notes. Well, at the last count, I was at $992. That's not including the $250 charge to come out and mount the rear tires up. That wasn't a $30 charge. To mount and dismount, it was mount and dismount 4 tires. They only charged me $30, and the local tire shop went ahead and done that for me. And you can see I went ahead and threw my little list there. Why? Because honestly, $1,000 is still a drop in the bucket to get this machine completely going. Everything is on here is just basic maintenance. Now that I'm thinking about it, let's see. I don't know if I can turn this wheel, if I can get it to focus in. I don't know if I'm able to get the camera to focus, but right there, that says 969 hours. Now, I was going to do a cold start in this video. I ran into another issue of poor maintenance. Let's see if we can show you. Right here is one of the lower radiator hoses. Yep, that's not a trick. That actually, I was playing around back dragging the road, and it ended up popping, and I wasn't that far away, so I went ahead as quick as I could, put it back up. Temperature didn't get up super high. Again, it's poor maintenance, and I knew, seeing this hose in this condition, I knew it wasn't going to last. I need to really put a drip pan under there. As you can see, he claims that he changed the oil, and of course this thing sat out in the weather, so I'm not going to take anything. I'm just taking everything with a grain of salt. It needs a full, complete fluids change. So that means we're going to go ahead and change the oil. We'll go ahead and do that on camera. I'll make a full video of changing fluids. We're going to change the engine oil, engine filter, hydraulic oil, hydraulic filters. What else? Oh, let's see where I can capture this the absolute best. Where'd it go? It's hard to kind of show you guys. Right in there, that is the fuel filter. And this is such an awkward position. Let me see. You can kind of see right here, this is the original fuel filter. And right behind it, and it's hard to see because of where it's at, right behind it is an inline filter. So what happened is the sediment bowl must have cracked. And instead of coming in and replacing the sediment bowl, with the sediment bowl, with the O-rings, the filter is about $30 online. They went to the auto parts store and replaced it with a cheap inline filter. That's not good. I don't. The whole housing to replace the unit, the whole entire fuel housing, is like $55 shipped from eBay. I believe it's a genuine Coyote part, but it's nothing else. It's a good copy of it. We're going to go ahead and order one of them because it should be good to go. Now, since the last video, I think I mentioned I couldn't get the bucket to uncurl. And yes, I sat it down like that because we've been having a lot of rainstorms. The reason, again, poor maintenance. This would be the pressure line going to, that's the return, that's the pressure going to that front bucket. When I noticed the fuel filter issue, I noticed this line was barely sitting in the coupler, not really connected, and this one is very loose. And when I touched this one, it fell out, hit this one, knocked it out completely. Reconnected them, and you can see, hopefully it's coming up clear in the camera. There's a lot of hydraulic fluid. I think the couplers are leaking, so what I planned on is I want to build some kind of extension because the lines on the new joystick, they go straight down. So what I'm thinking is I want to come off of here without interfering with this, mount the new joystick so that it kind of maybe sits either flat or just slightly tilted, bringing the stick up, and that will hopefully, if I can back up and get, let's see if we can bring this back. Hopefully that way you can mount and dismount from this side as well. And this morning I was talking to a buddy, and you might be able to see it, the little round rings. There was a plastic grab handle here from the factory and the other side was missing. I took it off to hopefully move it, and I was hoping it was metal threads into the plastic, and of course not. It was all plastic with metal nuts. Only one side had decent threads when I was able to remove it, so what I'm going to do is go ahead and order 2 original Coyote grab handles. And it's not too much more, it's just little piddly stuff to really get this machine going. And the Spider finish mower, since I'm walking back here, there's 3 blades. That one and that one are hooked up. Something about the nut on the bottom of this one was gnarled up, so he doesn't have a blade attached. But you know what? It's very inexpensive to get the whole rebuild kit with all new pulleys, all new spindles, belt, which I will keep this belt as a backup. So I figured, why not? Let's put about $100–200 and I can have a decent finish mower going. Excuse me. Give this thing a redneck restoration, kind of like the wheels. I had just rattle canned the wheels, but with several good thick coats to protect them from rusting. Same thing on this unit. It does operate. The other day, before the new tire was put on, I was able to lift it. It was actually an operating unit. PTO actually works on the tractor. I do want to do a fluid change on the gearbox. Obviously this thing is just sat. I mean, there's just little stuff. I might have showed this in the last video. This is a 1-aught battery wire. This is how he ended up breaking the starter lug. That's why it delayed me a week getting my hands on this. So I'm like, okay, we'll go to the auto parts store, buy something smaller, reroute it. Let me see if I can show you all the front. I've stuck a bungee cord for now. I do have the actual original grill. I just need to find some kind of bolts that will bolt it back in to keep the battery safe. I mean, this is a $900 tractor. The research I've done online, the ones I found that were up for sale or auction had the backhoe attachment, which I really have. It could be nice, but I'd rather have a box blade right now. But they were still going anywhere in the neighborhood of $6,000 to $8,000 for this same unit. Even without the backhoe attachment, I believe this thing is probably still worth right now with the hours at least around the $6,000. So if I bought it for $900 and we put in even $1,500, $1,700 into it, just to really maintenance everything, I think we still made out. What do you guys think? Here in the future, I'll do a video. We'll set up the GoPro. I'll do some back dragging. I'll move some material. I have some materials way out there, kind of in front of the driveway, hidden in the woods. I got a lot of dirt that I'm going to be bringing here. I just need to get some stuff really done. The one thing I noticed, because the joystick is losing pressure, whenever you got to load in the bucket, you're going to have to keep adjusting it, so it does need that new joystick. I almost forgot some of the other stuff that we spent money on. On each loader arm are 2 hoses. On the other side, I have this one replaced. I've ordered this line for this side, 2 lines that start right here and work themselves forward. There's about 5 lines I ordered to go ahead and be custom made. I gave them the measurements and the fittings. JIC fittings on one end, and I forgot what this is. I know it's a 3/8 line. They already marked everything for me while I was there. Even something like this line was replaced, but I'm gonna go ahead and, I don't know if you can see the cracking, I want to definitely replace that little line. You can already kind of see new fittings, and why not just go ahead and get this thing back up to par. He supposedly rebuilt all the cylinders. I don't see my little part I was going to show you, but something simple as this right here. It came up to a 90-degree, kind of a 90-degree swoop. Went ahead and I had this from the old racing mower tractor flap that I had, one of my mini videos from like 5 years ago. Went ahead and re-swiped that part, cut that off, replaced it. We're definitely going to do something with this. We're going to swing this down, clean it, and paint it. The original guy before the one I bought it from did, he's a fabricator, tractor mechanic, something. He put this canopy on. He should at least painted it. A $7 can of Krylon could not have hurt that thing. Well guys, that was just a quick tour of my cheap tractor, cheap fix. Really, everything in perspective is kind of cheap. You're not really paying $1,000 in a tractor, especially with low hours, is not much to bring it back to life. Just those wheels alone, having new tire, new tubes, it's basic maintenance. Why do people not put money into maintaining something, especially like this? And where I live, tractors we're not like in the Midwest. I'm in North Florida, but they are very handy around my area, and everybody just about owns one. So this is my cheap tractor and cheap fix. Hopefully I'm going to create a video with more content than this. I just kind of wanted to walk around and show you what I got done. I would do a cold startup, but obviously this morning I was playing with it and popped the radiator hose. So $60, $62. I got 2 more hoses on order. I got a new lower, and I went ahead and ordered a new upper. I figured let's just go ahead and do them while it's there. Thank you guys. Please give me a thumbs up, share this video. Let's get this out there. I'm very proud of this. It might not be just but an old tractor, but I'm gonna treat it like a Lamborghini, because you know what? Good equipment is good equipment if you just keep it maintained. Thank you so much for watching, guys.